Well, good viewers and listeners this is just a little quickie to tell you why I'm not going to see Solo, a Star Wars story, or any other Star Wars films for that matter, until Lucasfilm changes the way they're running, or should I say, ruining this franchise. I feel like it's important to talk about this kind of shiz because some of us aren't all that observant and don't always notice even when things are right in front of our faces. As a fan, I want Star Wars movies to be the best that they can be, so I'm going to speak with my wallet and stop supporting their products until I'm convinced that they're putting quality above all else. I also want to point out that I'm not telling you to boycott it. If you love The Last Jedi and the current direction that Star Wars is heading, then good for you. This is my opinion and you're entitled to yours. But I, for one, am not happy with the way things are heading, and I'm even less pleased with the reasons why they're heading there, so I'm going to air my grievances in the hopes that they turn things around. Now with that out of the way, let's get to why Star Wars fucking sucks! When I saw The Last Jedi, I didn't like it. It felt like a complete mess that was more concerned with subverting people's expectations than doing justice to the source material or setting up the sequel trilogy for a satisfying conclusion. I hated what they did with Luke and found the new characters introduced to be horribly lame and boring, but I didn't notice anything particularly political in its undertones, though that might be due to the fact that I slept through most of it. It wasn't until I looked online to see what other people thought that I discovered what Lucasfilm had been saying publicly about where they want to take Star Wars, and it's not good. I don't know about you, but I go to see sci-fi fantasy movies to escape the bullshit of everyday life, not have it rammed down my throat. And I should clarify, I'm not one of the vagina-hating, man-child troglodytes who detest every female character and live in their mom's basement. I live in my grandson's basement, and Rey is my favorite new character, even though she is a total Mary Sue. Although I don't feel particularly that the new movies are too female, I don't like the ideology behind them, and I especially don't like the way they're casting their movies or treating their longtime fans. People involved with creating the movies have gone on record saying sexist and racist things. Ironically, casting someone because of their race or gender is just as sexist and racist as not casting someone because of those things. Now, normally I would be fully on board with a little sexist or racist humor, but this shit isn't funny. When it comes to our favorite movies, if you're casting actors or writing characters exclusive to a race or gender, you're no longer getting the best person for the job. You're letting your politics get in the way with putting on the best show possible, and that's the worst crime of all when it comes to a saga like Star Wars. No great script was ever written by someone sitting down and thinking, I need to target a specific demographic. That's not how you create a story. That's how you create marketing tripe. And why the hell can we not have unrealistically perfect heroes all of a sudden? Why does science fiction need to have any basis in reality? Cramming your movie full of bland, average characters makes for a bland, average movie. I don't go to the movies to see some schmuck like me on the big screen. I want my heroes to be larger than life. But that's just a generalization. There's room for all different types of heroes in movies as long as it's a natural fit that does service to the story. As long as the character is good, I don't care if it's a white woman, a Mexican guy, or a pansexual, transsexual, gender-fluid cyberskank from the Lesbodike Nebula. The character needs to come before the politics. At first, I was happy Kathleen Kennedy took over Lucasfilm, as she'd been working with Georgie Porgy since the early days. She's produced some of the best movies in the last 30 years, so I didn't automatically hate her for having a vagina like I'm sure some people did. But even if that is the case, you can't just brush off, or even worse, insult the fan base who made your brand what it is. The hardcore fan base may indeed be basement-dwelling 40-year-old virgin neckbeards, but they're still the ones who got you where you are, and you should never bite the hand that feeds you. My biggest gripe with not only Star Wars, but media in general, has been the focus on inconsequential shit like a character's spirituality or background. Take, for example, the new Miss Marvel comics. I mean, have you ever stopped to ponder Captain America's religious beliefs? Or what country his parents emigrated from? Then why the fuck do we have to suddenly care that the new Captain Marvel is a Muslim? Why do I even know that her parents are from Pakistan? Who gives a fuck who her parents are, or where they emigrated from? When has that ever been relevant to picking a superhero? You want to know what superhero my grandson wanted to be? Who he identified with most when he was a kid? Wonder Woman! That's right, a woman! The little bastard cross-dressed on Halloween at the age of 5. Marketing department really dropped the ball on that one, but he still turned out alright. Look, what I'm getting at is this. Just make interesting characters and stop making their entire persona based on their gender, race, or religious beliefs. Stop trying to sell everything based on demographics and let us pick the characters we like best and discover their backstory as we become more interested in them. Stop making that the focal point. The more the media tries to force us together, the further they push us apart, because now something that used to bring people of all different creeds and colors together has become a divisive platform for politics, and that's not going to do any good for anybody. Till next time, fare thee well, fuckers!
The great Chewbacca has been incapacitated.
If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment and a like. It helps us get more exposure on the YouTubes. And while you're at it, why not subscribe? We put out shit like this every week. Who am I kidding? It's because this guy doesn't look anything like Harrison Ford.
Incursion complete. Wave 2 units commence assault and activate escort programs. Eliminate all troops encountered. Multi-troop transport must arrive at the palace base intact. Thwart clone ion disruptor attacks. Oh man.
Tired of getting shit on in Fortnite by 9-year-olds? Do you play on the Xbox One?
Literally, there could be anything. We haven't finished designing it yet.
Stop playing on there, it's barely a console. Is your Call of Duty KD ratio more negative than your bank account? Well listen, G Fuel's not going to help you become a better gamer, but it does taste great with other gaming supplements. G Fuel! Guaranteed to give you half a boost of a Diet Mountain Dew while also giving you cancer. Now with 21% more lead. Side effects may include severe seizures. G Fuel! Hey, at least it's not cocaine.
No more errors. Do not let the clones fire again.
Disruptor fire detected. Transport hit.
Warning. Enemy morale has increased.
Landing.